Welcome back. This is the lesson number 2. In this lesson we will study the function read and function seek. Those two functions used in reading the data from file and control in the cursor position at the reading process. Let's see what these words mean. First, I've created an empty file. Let's learn okay. To read file, first you should open this file. So I will type with open, and function open take the file path and the mode of the reading or writing or the mode of opening. I will read this file which called encryption and it's txt file. Let's open this file and see its content. I will delete all the data inside this file and only let those 5 lines to make the process simple. I need the path of the file because the file is not beside the Python. Okay, this is the path of the file. Let's put the letter R before, and also open function need the mode of opening. We wanted to read the function, so we type here read. And we make alias as if we create a variable called data to store the data after reading from the file if dot read. After this we will print the data. Let's see the result. Here we forgot something. We put the path of the file. We forgot to type the name of the file dot its extension. It's okay. Let's run and see. Here you have the content of the file. Let's open the file and see. No, it's not this file. Okay, this is the file, and as you see in the pie chart terminal, this code give us all the lines inside this txt file. Here you have the comment Fernet cipher, and this is the comment, and this is the last line. All data inside this file has been read and put in the terminal. Okay. Also we have a function called read line. First let's see all we know about read. The alias of the file, which is if letter as we defined here. Let's down one line to see, and also let's put here. Okay, here you see the alias if we type the alias dot read. Read function can read all the data inside the file. Okay. If you type here number, this number mean you want to read number of letter. So if I type here 10, this data will be the first 10 letters from the file. So it should type only first 10 letters from the file, which is hash and space 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It should print until C character. Let's print and see the result. You have a problem? Okay, I think it's a problem. Let's run again. Here, as I tell you, it print until C character. Why we do this? Because we don't want to read all the file, because reading all the file will take much time than reading part of the file. So I read part of the file for two reasons. Because the reading of part of the file is less in time than reading of the file, and also encrypting a small letters is more fast than encrypting all the file, because the size of this letter is smaller than the size of whole file. So typing any number inside the read will read only the numbers of letter equal this number. Okay. If you type here another variable called data1, and in this variable I will read also 10 character. Read 10 letter. Let's print data1. This read function will read the 10th letter after the first 10th letter. So if this function read from hash to C, the cursor will stop after C, and the other read will start from the C and copy the following 10th letter and put them in data1. So it doesn't read from the first, it read after the last read end, after the cursor stop. The cursor started from this read of data, make the cursor stop after the C character. The next read will take the cursor from its position and read the next 10th letter. Let's run and see the result. As you see, it read the next 10th letter. Those are 5, and also those are 4. And there is a line here between them. Let's open the original file and see the result. Here you have those letters and the line ends. So it will go to the next line. Go to the next line is expressing about character which is slash n, which mean you go down to another line will consume one letter. So you have the 6 letter, and also you have this 4 letter. This 6 letter is print in the next line because print go down to the next line, and because from is written in after the cipher is line, so it print down cipher. To make the cursor read from the beginning, we type here f.seek and give it 0. f.seek and give it 0 make the cursor return to the beginning. Let's run and see the result. Here you have the first read. Let's type here print. And print something different to see the difference between first read and second read. Let's run. Oh, I'm sorry. Should put this print between those two print functions. Here you have the first read stored in data. The first read find the cursor at the beginning of the file here, so it read the first 10 letter, and after this the code executes the seek function. The seek function tells the cursor, which is here, to go to the beginning of the file. Okay, here is the cursor, and after this the data1 variable which stores the 10th letter, so the cursor start and read those 10th letters. So the useful of seek is to start from the beginning of the file. There is also another function which used with files. Let's see some of them. Let's comment those. Take them again to do some modification. We have the function write. Let's see some also some modification on the reading. You can read all the data from the file, as this could do. Sorry, let's delete this. Here you read all the data from the file, but instead of printing all those data, you can only print part of this data by defining the beginning and the ending of letters in this data. I type here 10 and print. I'm sorry. I type here from the letter 10 to letter 13. Here is a character, which is a letter 20 to the letter 30. So you can define the data you want to print by this way. You can print from 30 to the end. Here, from the beginning to the letter 30. Letter 30 is here, the cursor is here, so it begins from the beginning to 30, or from the letter 10th to the end, here from letter 10th to the end. Let's see the function write. And the function write used to write some data on the file. Let's write my name. And modify the mode to write mode. There is no need for print. Let's run. Let's close the file first and run the code. Let's see. You will notice that the data we type inside the write function has been written on the file, and the data on this file removed. Okay. Let's type in some data. Control S to save. I wanted to tell you about other something. Yes. Writing or data, writing on file or reading from file is not safely processed. To make this process more safe, you should close the file after reading or writing on this file. To close the file, just type the alias of the file f.close. By this, the process of writing becomes safe.